everyone, to the sold-out Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. It's the home of the Lakers, where we're broadcasting live today for 2K Sports. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Here's Bryant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kawhi Leonard. Well, tonight a battle between 2 very talented front courts, Doris. This could get pretty physical.
Well, this is a night, Kevin, to me, where the officials could dictate the level of physicality. They know that both teams have big, burly guys up front, that these guys like to engage physically, and so how is the game officiated, particularly at the start? That could set the tone for what could be a cage match.
Personally, do you like those kind of games, Doris?
I like a certain level of physicality, Kevin. I do think that we've cleaned up the perimeter game. I think officiating is such a nuanced deal that the best officials understand innately how something should be called.
Now here is Davis. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Now, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball. And look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play.
Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
And finished off by Davis.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
And on the way from Irving for 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And that one is good.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Here's Aldridge. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And many thought LaMarcus Aldridge was on a downswing in his career, but boy, were they wrong.
You know, Aldridge silenced a lot of critics with his play last season. I mean, in a league that has very few great low-post players, he demonstrated he's still one of the best. Has so many moves and tricks in his game, and when he gets the ball down low, the defense really has very little to do with it.
Harden, that's good.
And doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Outside, Davis to the paint. Here's Johnson. And Magic Johnson with the slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league.
Oh!
And if you're going to give Bryant a lane to the rim, then you deserve to get dunked on. You know how tenacious he is when penetrating inside.
They need this. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Here's Johnson. Inside, Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
That's a beautiful jam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Antetokounmpo with the ball. The kick out to Irving. Offline with his three.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Beal gets a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good. Pass to Davis. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. In the corner, Irving with it. Off target with his three.
As off as he's been this quarter, it's not helping them to trim the deficit.
Now Embiid, guarded by Kobe. Here's Beal, and it's Johnson with the rebound.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
And he gets the bucket. That's 10 points for Kobe Bryant.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And so Brad Stevens decides to call timeout. In the past, it has been suggested, Doris, that up-tempo teams couldn't maintain that style and then go on to win the playoffs. Is that an outdated theory and thought process?
Well, I think it is always contingent on the team, Kevin. You think back to the Lakers Showtime era, when the reality is those were up-tempo Showtime type teams, right? They could sustain it. But I think the fact of the matter is the teams that sustain success are the ones that can play in virtually any style. Can they play up-tempo if you allow them? Certainly. But when the game slows, particularly in the playoffs and the postseason, can you execute in the half court? Because you've got to be able to play both ways, I think, to win in the modern NBA.
And last year, we saw what a full season of Embiid looks like. I mean, scary to think that this is just the beginning of his career. He looks like he can go down as one of the greats to play if he can stay healthy.
Johnson left side. On the wing, Kobe. To the middle. Lays it up off the glass. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And Embiid has already made the jump from star to superstar.
And part of that is his personality. I think his game does speak for itself. Gives you everything you want from a center on both ends of the floor. Effortless athleticism and has incredible skill and touch for a player his size. And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, and the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
And Kobe throws it down.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And, guys, it's working.
Oh, no doubt. I think they've controlled the paint. They've used their size and strength to get off any shot they want.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Outside, Beal. Back to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. They could use a bucket. Here's Embiid. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Embiid's got 6.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Ball's knocked loose. Aldridge, no luck. Outside Irving. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's the home team sitting on a 21-point lead. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Not at all. Every time they get the ball, they're looking to burn the defense in transition.
Leonard, that's for 2. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Oh, he is one hard player to deal with at the offensive end.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of
my
UNLV.
goodness.
No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
It is the truth, though. His vertical is a huge part of what makes him tough to defend at the basket.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? Outside, Kobe. Knocks it loose. Down low. Back to Aldridge. Over onto Antetokounmpo. A nice shot by Aldridge. He has 5.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside, Beal. From past the arc. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, superb awareness, Greg, right? Not allowing them to get comfortable running their offense, being super aggressive.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard. It's rebounded by Johnson.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
Left side, Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Harden. Aldridge inside. He has 5. Good D by Embiid. To the inside. A nice shot by Irving.
And even through contact, Kyrie still able to finish shots consistently.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step is becoming a better leader. He said, sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality, and as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader. Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Team Dancers.
To the paint, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The things Kyrie Irving can do with the basketball are just jaw-dropping. Doris, a gifted ball handler.
Well, he will go down as one of the best dribblers to ever play the game. Creative, consistent, quick with every move. He is fun to watch, Kev.
Harden, no good.
That's nice technique on the glass. You know, you leverage your position and your size to pull that in. Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense. And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupation. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Back to Irving. And the three off target.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
To the middle. Here's Irving. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Here's Aldridge. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Irving. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Yes, that goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 7 now in this quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, Doris, we've seen how much organizations set the tone, set the culture from the top on down. What common traits have you seen among successful team owners?
Well, boy, oh boy, so many, I think. Obviously, there has to be some level of financial commitment. You have to be willing to hire good talent. You have to be willing to hire coaches that you believe either developmentally are going to have a bright future, or if you're hiring an experienced coach with championship pedigree, are you willing to pay those types of positions? What is your commitment to the non-traditional aspects that we've seen take a more informed role in how decisions are made? What is your analytics department made up of? What is your nutrition, your strength and conditioning, your training program? Are you hiring top-level professionals across the board? And then to me, it's always about, there's a great quote that says, any organization is defined by the worst behavior tolerated at the top of the leadership position.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Outside Leonard. It's stolen by Bryant. Pass to Harden. From downtown. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Harden's got 14 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A fourth would be inexcusable.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become. And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him. And for Irving, he has let more of his personality come out on and off the floor, Greg, now that he has his own team.
Yeah, it really does feel like we are watching a new chapter in Irving's development as a player. Still has the great shot and handles that make him so deadly with the ball. And just visually, while the leadership is also evolving, he just seems more in control of his game and even more lethal as a player.
Bryant falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And Bryant, just a superb athlete, terrific at just imposing his will on the defense on that drive.
1:21 left to play in the first half. And here is Antetokounmpo. That one drops for him. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Outside Bryant. Beyond the arc. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Now, I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Davis pulls it down.
Well, can't find the target, but good work to get into open space inside the arc.
The kick out to Aldridge. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. 14 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Picked up by Aldridge. Here's Antetokounmpo. 14 points for him. And stolen by Aldridge. Inside. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
From deep, Harden buries the long-range jumper. Harden's got 17.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both. And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing.
And so it's the home team sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. Back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Basket counts. He's got 12.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Elbow shot is on the way. Antetokounmpo, no good. Takes a three, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Outside Irving. Outside Leonard. Pass to Embiid. Puts up a three. The rebound by Johnson. Down low. The three from Harden. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And no doubt Brad Stevens, one of the most respected young coaches in the NBA. Doris, he doesn't try to coach around foul trouble.
You know what I love about Brad Stevens is he's always trying to question the norm, meaning he doesn't want to do something simply because that's the way it's always been done. So just because a guy has 2 fouls doesn't mean he automatically takes them out. I like that kind of out-of-the-box thinking.
Pass to Embiid. Outside Leonard. Fires from deep. That shot, no good.
Boy, what a cold start to the second half for them. Just 1 for 4 from the field so far.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Inside. Here's Irving. Johnson with the block.
You know, coming out of the break, you want a fast start. They go 1 for 5.
That one is off.
At the line, Kobe Bryant.
And he can't hit the second. Irving looking over the floor. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Irving's got 15 points.
Irving just so dynamic on offense, guys. A million ways he can hurt you.
Johnson gets the bucket.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Pass to Antetokounmpo and taken away by Johnson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He's perfect from the line this time. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside Irving. No good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Johnson with the block. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Outside Irving. To the paint. Here's Beal. Off with the layup.
I'd say that's been the story of this guy's night. He can't get anything to fall.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line, Kobe.
And he sinks the second. So it's the visitors now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Well, that's how you attack in transition. Remarkable effort, getting as high percentage a look as you can really get.
A nice shot by Irving.
He hits one in the first half, another here. Not prolific, but the defense has to keep an eye on him.
And then Johnson with the jam.
That's just more for Magic. And for all of his unselfish ways, if he wanted to, this guy could probably score like this on a nightly basis.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Loads it up for Davis. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
Yeah, that's just a missed opportunity. Something there just a little off.
Yeah, simply a little bit careless, I think. Can't just throw it up there. You have to time these alley-oops perfectly. I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
Now, Antetokounmpo. He's got 15. Down low. Here's Leonard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Leonard's got 6.
That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player, you pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry.
Pass to Beal. On the wing, Irving. Johnson with the block. Steps back and fires. No good off the back of the rim.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, certainly a disappointing result, but they'll live with the shot. They'll take that every time.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Davis pulls it down.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these
1:14 left in the third. The kick out to Irving. No good on the three.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Here's Johnson, and he converts the layup. Johnson's got 12 now in this quarter.
And throughout the history of our league, few athletes are truly unique enough to change the way the sport is played, and Magic falls into that category.
They grab their own miss. Embiid off target at the rim. And Embiid pulls it down. To the inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Yeah, easy call.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The free throw drops for Kobe.
Kobe Bryant at the line for two. Timeout.
You can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Yeah, no, not at all. It's a good call, Greg. They need a fresh, new approach here.
That one is no good.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, scoring isn't coming naturally to him right now. Looking a little bit uncomfortable out there.
Irving with the ball. He's got 18. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Aldridge. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 18 points in the game. And here's Bryant for three. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here's Leonard. Knocked away. Back to Beal. From 13. Nice D by Kobe. And here's Harden for three. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Harden's got 25 points.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, two more since the break.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and two shots coming up. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Good on both. Johnson outside. Pass to Aldridge. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Aldridge can't get it to go. Outside Leonard. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
No doubt about it, he has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And that one's good by Davis.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. Buries it down low. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
You simply can't give him. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
lets it go from 14. That shot no good. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Count the basket. 35 points for Kobe Bryant.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Right side Leonard. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And that's 10 points for Leonard.
Defensively, they've got to do a better job getting out there on him on those mid-range jumpers. That's his specialty.
Down low. Antetokounmpo. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. The visitors with the ball. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. It's Beal on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And at last, they get one to fall.
I like the commitment from Bradley Beal to take it inside and attack the defender.
In the corner, Harden. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
To the inside. And Bryant slams it in.
Yeah, love seeing Bryant just get up and go for it. His leaping ability never ceases to impress.
Here's Antetokounmpo. In the corner, Irving with it. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Irving's got 21.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game. A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
It's stolen by Johnson. Jumps up, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside, Beal. Takes a 3. The rebound by Johnson.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face that I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Timeout, timeout.
Timeout call.
Guard it.
So it's the visitors now. In the corner, Irving with it. Johnson with the block. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Johnson's got 32 points. Pass to Irving. It's stolen by Davis. Outside, Kobe. Harden outside. Johnson with it. He's covered by Beal. Lets it go from 14. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got 34.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. The fadeaway. And the basket is good. Antetokounmpo's got 13 points in the second half.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Can you remember the last time they missed?
I really can't. They're on fire. Seems like they cannot miss.
Can't cash in from close range. Here's Bryant. Great D that time from Beal.
I don't think the defense is much of a factor there. He just botches the finish.
Leonard the bounce pass. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one wide left.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And stolen by Aldridge. Here's Davis. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. 16 points for Davis.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Kobe with it. Guarded now by Irving. Harden, that's good.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Aldridge. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. And so he hits both. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Johnson. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got 38 points.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Boy, look at how hard he pursues the basketball, gets out of his area. Terrific work on the offensive glass.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And taken away by Magic. Here's Pertinis. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
It's just so great to see ball movement like this, and he is excellent at getting his teammates involved.
And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Bertans can't get it to go. Outside, Antetokounmpo. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They won this game.